Hey friends, Rebecca here. Welcome back to Anna's Sprinkle of Love. I thought it's been a while since we've cooked together, so I thought it'd be fun to bring you into my kitchen and show you what I'm making for dinner tonight. So what I have here is I'm making sausage tortellini spinach soup. So what I have in here is just some Italian sausage. I actually bought it in the links, but I went ahead and just cut the casings off and just browned it up like you would ground beef. And that's cooking in here with 1 onion. So I'm just cooking that until the onion is softened and the sausage is no longer pink. And I went ahead and did that ahead of time, so you wouldn't have to sit here for 8 minutes being bored out of your mind while you watch me stir the pot. So now that this is pretty much cooked, this is pretty easy to throw together. It's a jewelry day, so I thought this was perfect. So then what I'm going to do when it's just about done is I have about 2 cloves of garlic, and this is something you can adjust to your preference. Hubby has to work tonight and he works with people and he probably doesn't want to smell too garlicky, so yeah, so just I use 2, but use it to your liking. And just let that kind of stir, kind of saute that for a minute or 2, just to cook off that raw garlic taste. And then from here, it's going to get really simple. It's just pretty much just kind of, adding everything else in and just letting it kind of cook and simmer and bring it together. Okay, and so when that's finished, I have a little bit of Italian seasoning, pepper. Now I'm going to wait till everything's together and simmered before I add salt. If you watch some of my other videos, you know that I'm not like a lover of I love salt, but not like too much. I'm kind of sensitive to it, so I'll add that in, and then like I said, I'll check the flavor in just a minute, and then I'd like to just stir that around. And I didn't need to drain, just in case you're asking. Once I added the onion to cook the sausage in, there wasn't really any fat to drain, which is nice. So that works. So I didn't actually have to add any extra oil to the pan. Okay, so now the spices, and I have a big can. This is a 28-ounce can of, these are just crushed whole tomatoes. Probably see there. If you like to use like the baby diced tomatoes better, then go for it. I don't usually have those on hand, and for most of the family, they just kind of prefer the smoother texture than the chunkier taste of the tomatoes. And then I just have a couple small cans of tomato sauce. And then I'm going to add some chicken stock or chicken broth. This is just stuff that I had, broth that I had in my freezer, and I just warmed it up. I'm just going to mix this around. I'm going to turn the heat back up to high here. It was about medium before. I'm going to turn it up to high because I want to bring it to a simmer. And if you like your sausage not like so finely ground up like this, you can just cut the sausage into links and leave it like that, or cube it, or however, or make it with chicken. It's really good with chicken. And you can add and if you're making it with chicken, you can add some beans with it too. It's really good. So as this is coming up here, I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of heavy cream. I'm going to add about 1 big handful of spinach. I'm just going to kind of let that wilt in and kind of cook it down. Give this a stir. And then as soon as this comes up, I'm going to add going to add the tortellini. And this is just tortellini that I bought at Aldi's. If you see my grocery haul, can you see it? So, and I'll have the recipe down below. And if your family doesn't really like the spinach, you could totally leave it out, or you could add even add kale if you wanted, or add more spinach if you like more. Open, and then I'm just going to add my tortellini here in just a second. And then once I add the tortellini, I'll let that cook just for a few minutes, and then it'll be ready to serve. So I will actually show you what it's like when it's almost ready to serve. Okay, so the soup has been simmering for no more than maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Like I said, it comes together really fast once you get the water to a simmer. The tortellini is done perfect. I just gave it a little taste test. I did end up using about a ½ teaspoon of salt. And I think that was with the chicken stock already salted, and because we're going to be adding some Parmesan cheese on the top when we garnish it, so that's kind of salty, so I think it's perfect. So yeah, so only thing we have left to do is to plate it up and serve it, and I'll show you what it looks like in the bowl and how we eat it. Be right back. Okay friends, here it is all pulled up, ready to eat. Little Parmesan on top. Goes perfect. Little piece of French bread to dip it in, because you are going to want the bread. You're not going to want to waste a drop of the soup. It is that good. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. I'll leave the recipe for it down below, and let me know if you like it or if you try it or what your favorite soup is. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed and be a blessing.